Hold on to your hats, Celtics Nation. Big changes could be on the horizon as the front office considers moving a seasoned champion guard to bring in some fresh talent. With the Celtics currently struggling to find their rhythm, is this the jolt the team needs to reclaim its status as title favorites? We're breaking down a potential three-team trade that could reshape our roster and enhance our chances for another banner. Make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up to stay informed on every twist and turn of this developing story. The Boston Celtics are at a critical juncture in their season, coming off a championship run that brought home the franchise's 18th title last year. As we find ourselves halfway through the 2024-25 season, the Celtics, once favorites to repeat, have hit a bit of a slump. This raises an important question. Should they shake things up? A recent trade proposal has surfaced, suggesting a three-team deal that would send veteran guard Jrue Holiday packing. Now, I know what you're thinking. Holiday is a champion, a proven leader on the court. But hear me out. This might just be the move the Celtics need. In this proposed deal, the Celtics would receive Jakob Poeltl and Luke Kennard in exchange for Jrue Holiday and a 2026 second-round draft pick. Meanwhile, the Memphis Grizzlies would acquire Holiday, and the Toronto Raptors would get Marcus Smart along with a 2025 first-round pick. It's a bold move that could reshape the dynamics of this team, and I'm honestly torn about it. Let's break it down. Peyton Pritchard has emerged as a reliable player for the Celtics, averaging 14.6 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game. His ability to shoot 47.2% from the field and 41.6% from three-point range has provided the Celtics with a spark they desperately need. This makes the idea of trading Holiday a bit easier to swallow. At 34 years old, Jrue still has a lot to offer, but trading him now could yield significant returns, especially considering his hefty contract. Jakob Poeltl would add much-needed depth in the front court. At $19.5 million this season, he brings reliability and size to a team that could use it, especially alongside Kristaps Porzingis. The financial flexibility that comes with Poeltl's structured contract, 2 more years at the same rate, could be incredibly beneficial for the Celtics moving forward. Then there's Luke Kennard, who could elevate the Celtics' shooting game even further. With his expiring deal, he could provide an additional scoring option when the team needs it most. Now, let's talk about the emotional side of this potential trade. Losing a player like Jrue Holiday would undoubtedly sting. He's been a veteran presence, a clutch performer in high-stakes moments. However, the reality is that the Celtics need to think long-term, and this trade could be a strategic pivot that benefits the team in the playoffs and beyond. It's all about balancing the present with the future, and that's where the emotions of being a die-hard Celtics fan come into play. Do I believe this is the right path? Honestly, it's a mixed bag. On one hand, trading a champion like Holiday is tough. He embodies the spirit of what it means to be a Celtic. On the other hand, bringing in Poeltl and Kennard could provide the depth and shooting the team desperately needs to make a deep playoff run. It's a gamble, but sometimes taking risks is what separates good teams from great ones. The Boston Celtics are in a critical moment of their season. After some unexpected losses that have left fans scratching their heads, rumors are swirling about a blockbuster trade that could reshape the roster. The latest buzz suggests that the Celtics might part ways with Jrue Holiday to acquire a big-name center in a three-team trade as the trade deadline approaches. This is a pivotal time for the team, currently sitting in the number 2 spot in the Eastern Conference, and they need to make strategic moves to solidify their status as title contenders before February 6th. Now, let's talk about the emotions swirling around this organization. Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla recently made a perplexing statement, claiming he feels more excited about the team now than at the beginning of the year. I don't know about you, but that leaves me with mixed feelings. On one hand, I appreciate the optimism, but on the other, it's hard to ignore the frustration of watching this team struggle through stretches that should have been easy wins. It makes me wonder if his excitement is rooted in strategy or just a hopeful outlook amid the chaos. And speaking of honesty, Celtics star Jason Tatum has been candid about the team's recent struggles. He's aware of the miscues and understands the implications for the rest of the season. That kind of self-awareness is crucial, especially when you're aiming for a championship. Tatum's leadership is vital during these tough times, and it's clear he's ready to step up. But I can't help but think, do these losses weigh on him? Do they affect his confidence? I want to hear your thoughts on how you think Tatum is handling the pressure. Meanwhile, the ownership situation adds another layer of complexity. The Celtics are reportedly in the vetting process for potential bidders, and the sale could exceed $6 billion. That's a staggering number and speaks volumes about the franchise's legacy, but it also raises questions about stability and direction. What does this mean for the team's future? Will new ownership bring in a fresh vision that aligns with our championship aspirations, or could it disrupt the current momentum? As fans, we have to stay vigilant and watch how this unfolds. So, let's connect the dots here. If the Celtics do move forward with trading Jrue Holiday, it's a bold decision that could either pay off big time or backfire. Holiday's experience and skill set are invaluable. But if bringing in a dominant center solidifies our position as contenders, it's a risk worth taking. Honestly, I'm torn. Do you think this was the best decision? Every move made by this organization has implications, not just for the current roster, but for the fans who bleed green. We invest our emotions and hopes into this team, dreaming of another banner in the TD Garden. The thought of seeing a new centerpiece in our lineup is exhilarating, but it also comes with the weight of expectations. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. How do you feel about the potential trade? And what do you expect from the team as we approach the deadline? Are we heading in the right direction, or is this a gamble that could cost us? Before I wrap this up, don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay connected with everything Boston Celtics. Your voices matter in this community, and together, we'll navigate the twists and turns of this season. Let's keep the conversation going. Go Celtics!